Hello, this is Barnaby from Raw 1251 AM. I'm here at Solihull School with Hasan Hasanović and Dr Fatima Dautbašić-Klempić. They're both survivors of the Srebrenica Massacre, and they're here with the charity remembering Srebrenica, the airing of the film Condemned to Remember. First things first, thank you very much for speaking to us. What are your thoughts of the film that's being shown, if you have seen it? What kind of value do you think it has for raising stories about this sort of thing?
So I watched the film, and I was crying throughout the whole film, which is very unusual for me. I almost never cry. Once it was made, they sent it to me, and I watched it, and I said to myself, this is one of the best documentaries on Holocaust ever made. And especially knowing that it tackles all the issues that us as society in Europe are facing these days in terms of not educating people enough about the Holocaust, subsequent genocide, and people denying both right-wing movements rising throughout Europe, refugees being prevented to enter Europe as human beings just because they want to save their lives. Civilized Europe doesn't allow them to come and to save their lives. So many things in one film to educate, especially young people, and to raise these questions to all of us, and to encourage all of us to think more if we've done enough. What should we do in future? So it provokes governments, societies, academia, media, all elites, ordinary people, to engage more, to make sure that the thing as Holocaust or this genocide do not repeat ever again in anywhere in the world.
Which kind of leads on to the work that you both do with this charity. What is the kind of main work that you do in trying to educate people and raise awareness?
I work at the Srebrenica Genocide Memorial. So for 9 years I'm telling young people all over the world, everybody, visitors, what happened. I met hundreds of thousands of people. I also have speaking engagements all around the world, in schools, universities, in Europe, United States, and I'm trying to tell them my story, to make sure that once they hear my story, that they will go to their homes and ask themselves these questions, and also pass on this story to those who don't know, and encourage them also to get interested. Personally myself, I think I've done many things. I've written one book. I'm working on another book. I'm active in the Peace March in Srebrenica and many things. So many things have been done, but still we can. I also try to support the Remembering Srebrenica how much I can. Whenever I can come to speak, I'm willing to come.
Doctor, is there any work that you yourself do with the charity or independently to kind of raise awareness?
It's my third time to come to Britain. Every time it was the same reason, to talk with the people, to teach children what happened in Srebrenica, and through this film what happened to Holocaust, and repeat with Srebrenica and repeat with Syrians and Rohingya, Muslim and everywhere, and we try to raise awareness that it stopped forever. It's not easy job. We have to do a lot. Charity Remembering Srebrenica is really active in that. They brought the group to Srebrenica Memorial. Many times, many people from Britain went to Srebrenica already, and it will continue. We come to Britain to talk, and the point of that film we saw today, it's not about past, it's about future, it's about our children, it's about to stop hatred and start love.
And you mentioned earlier your kind of concern about right-wing groups, kind of current politics. Do you think that enough has been done by governments, or enough is being done? And if not, kind of what needs to change to kind of ensure that these kind of ideas, behaviours don't return?
From the Holocaust and subsequent genocides, we've learned that it can happen at any time. It can happen to anybody. It looks like that societies, countries haven't worked enough in terms of education in particular, to educate people and to make sure that people think positively. And there are many things. If we speak about a country, or it has to be a really responsible, mature country, which has institutions, laws, passed laws, which would punish all right-wing movements if they go towards these activities, to discriminate the others, and the country has instruments to prevent any incidents, any discrimination against the targeted groups, because it starts from small things, and if you don't prevent that, it builds up, and once it develops, it's too late. That's why every responsible, mature state has to intervene in time to get rid of those groups, and to let everybody know what is acceptable behavior and what is not acceptable behavior. To have standards, to set up an example, especially for young people. It is really unbelievable that in some countries people freely can deny Holocaust or any genocides. So what are they trying to? What kind of a message are they trying to send to children who are going to schools, that anybody can be part of a group which promotes discrimination against the others? So we need a country, a society where everybody is accepted, where everybody feels as being at home. If a state promotes this diversity, then it will bring a hope of humanity, hope in humanity, and people will be more encouraged, to live, and they will have a hope for future. They will not be worried, and now those who understand what is happening in the world, we are very worried what is happening
for the future.
Yes.
Hasan, Dr. Fatima, thank you very much for your time.